Hi, my name is Christine Deshanka, and I'm on a journey to lose 150 pounds by giving myself license to keto. And today is my first Ketoversary. So today is my first Ketoversary, which means that I've been living a ketogenic lifestyle for 12 months. And quite honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised with myself, and usually when I would do a diet in the past, I would get easily discouraged if I wasn't getting results within a certain time frame, or if the food got boring, or if it was too rigid, if there was too many rules of it having to be done a certain way and having to eat certain things. And I mean, that's what a diet is, right? You have to eat certain things and not eat other certain things. It's, generally restrictive and so on. And so with diets in the past, and trust me, I've done quite a few, I would get easily discouraged. Anyway, so I am impressed with myself. I've lasted 12 months, minus the few cheat meals and so on here and there, but we're not counting that because I give myself license to keto my way, and in doing that, I allow myself to have cheat meals. So in the 12 months that I've been in the ketogenic lifestyle and giving myself license to keto, I am surprised and impressed with myself that I made it this far and that I'm still going strong at it. I think in the past, the reason why I failed at other types of diets was, as I said, they're very restrictive. Some of them are quite rigid. Some of them were doctor supervised. Some of them weren't. They're just, kind of do it on your own from a book, or a friend of mine was doing something in particular and it worked for her, or whatever. But I would always set unrealistic goals for myself. And I think that kind of set me up for failure. Because when you have unrealistic goals, such as, I want to lose 40 pounds in 3 weeks or something like that, that's just kind of ridiculous to think that something like that, number one, is feasible for everybody to do, and number two, would have lasting results, lasting long-term effects. Because a diet like that, you'd have to really, focus hard, restrict a whole lot of stuff, and it wouldn't be sustainable long-term, especially for me. So what would happen when I would start to get discouraged with other diets in the past? I would begin to self-sabotage. And by that, I mean that if I wasn't seeing the scale going down or the inches going down, or if my body and my health wasn't feeling better or progressing as I unrealistically thought it should in a certain time frame or what have you, or by pounds or inches or what have you, I would self-sabotage by thinking, okay, well, this isn't really working as fast or as easily as I thought it would, so I'm just gonna take it easy for a week or a few days, or even just like the weekend or something like that, and restart again on Monday. And it would get to the point where Monday would never really come. So I would self-sabotage. I would have those inner kind of conversations with myself where I would just be constantly telling myself, this isn't working. This isn't the way that you're going to lose weight. This isn't the way that this is supposed to be done. You're not worthy of a healthier lifestyle. You're not worthy of having a fitter, healthier body. All those self-sabotaging inner conversations that we all have when we're on diets, especially if we've been on lots of diets, I would fall prey to those. And so I would give up. And it didn't matter if I lost 25 pounds or 60 pounds. I would get to the breaking point of, this isn't going fast enough. This isn't getting me where I want to be in this unrealistic short time frame without being extremely restrictive and so on. And so I'm just going to give up on it. And I would. And so that, gradually and with my overindulgent lifestyle with food, eating out a lot and snacking a lot, potato chips. Potato chips are my kryptonite. Okay? Even now. I love potato chips. Any flavor except barbecue. Barbecue's not my thing for potato chips. Barbecue food, like meats and so on, yeah, I'm all over that, but barbecue potato chips, no. Any other flavor of potato chips, I'm there. They're my kryptonite. I love them. I'm the only one who's keto in the family, my tiny family of 3. And let me tell you, when there's potato chips in the house, which are somewhat frequent, it's hard for me, but let's move on. So I would self-sabotage, I would give up easily, and I just ballooned. I was overindulging constantly, snacking. If I was up really late, which is frequent, outside of the school year, when I have to be up early to get my daughter to school on time, I would be staying up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just for no particular reason. And I would sometimes eat snacks or fast food at midnight, 1 or 2 in the morning, and then go to bed an hour or 2 after that. And, that's not healthy. That's not a healthy way to exist. I had a really bad relationship with food. I didn't see food as something necessarily positive in my life. I love food. I love the way it tastes, and even bad or unhealthy foods, I love the way they taste. Who doesn't, right? But it got to the point where I was eating just for the sake of eating, out of boredom, frustration, PMS, just because other people around me were eating. All those kinds of reasons. I wasn't necessarily eating just because I was hungry. I don't even know if I remembered what hungry was, because I was eating so much all the time. I'm not talking like 10 hamburgers in a sitting or anything like that. I'm just saying I was eating frequently throughout the day and night, obviously. And it wasn't necessarily always the healthiest choices. So my weight ballooned. Obviously, that's going to happen. I live a sedentary lifestyle, and I just ballooned. So I got to the point where I was 328 pounds, as I've mentioned in my other videos, and I couldn't sleep. I was always tired, to the point where my daughter would come home for lunch on school days, and I would be falling asleep while she was eating. Just sitting on the couch, I'd be falling asleep while she was eating lunch. That's how tired I was all the time, because I couldn't sleep properly through the night. I used to, a few years back, way before I was 328 pounds, I used to sleep like a log. My husband was jealous of how easily I fell asleep and how I would stay asleep all night long, but it all switched a couple years ago, and when my weight got over the 300-pound mark. And yeah, I couldn't stay asleep through the night. I'd wake up 2, 3 times and just toss and turn because I was uncomfortable. Everything hurt. Everything hurt all throughout the day. It turns out that I had arthritis in both of my knees and a tear in one knee. I can't remember what it's called, what the tear is called, but it's a tear somewhere in the ligaments or the cartilage or something. I don't remember. But just even walking my daughter to school in the morning and picking her up, it was painful for me. It was painful to walk up and down my front stairs, in my house, on the sidewalk. Everything hurt. I was getting breakouts on my face, which I was never one to have acne when I was a teenager. And all of a sudden, I was getting acne. And so that kind of really freaked me out on top of all the other stuff. Now I'm getting zits. What is up with that? You know what I mean? And I was miserable. I was miserable all the time. I was hard to be around. My family can attest to that. Trust me. And I just didn't like what I was doing to myself. I didn't like being in pain all the time. I didn't like feeling uncomfortable. I didn't like the way my clothes would pull on me. I hated shopping all the time. I still kind of hate shopping for clothes, but as the pounds come off, I'm getting a little more into it. But anyway, everything was hurting, and even my skin would hurt because it was being pulled in so many directions that it didn't want to get pulled into. You know, there's only so far it can stretch, right? I guess, I don't know. But I wanted to be happier. I wanted to live without pain. I wanted to be able to sleep. I wanted to enjoy food. And I wanted to eat food when I was hungry. And, of course, I also wanted to lose weight. I mean, that's why you start a diet or you start down the road of a fitness and health lifestyle or whatever. For me, it's about weight loss and feeling better. So, yeah, I made the decision 1 year ago today, August 21st, 2019 is when I made the decision to put myself first in terms of what I was putting into my mouth. And it was a decision that I think I was ready for. In the past, when I had done diets and failed miserably at them or gave up through self-sabotage and so on, I think that it was because I just wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready to let go of the excess. Just let go and kind of free myself of whatever it was that I was holding on to, that all the layers of the fat and the skin and so on were concealing. And I just wanted to let it go at this point. I was ready to say, I don't need this anymore. It's not serving me in a positive way. It's time to let it go. So since it's my first Ketoversary, I, of course, had to weigh myself and measure my waist, because those are the two measurements that I've been tracking throughout my journey. So 1 year ago today, I was 328 pounds. Today, I'm 251.4 pounds. I'm not counting the 0.4, so 251 pounds. That's a total loss in pounds of 77 pounds. And when I started a year ago, my waist measured at the belly button was 56 inches. Today it was 45 inches, so that's a loss of 11 inches just from my waist. I wasn't measuring the rest of my body anywhere because I didn't want to feel like I was stuck with having to do that every week. So I just did the waist. And wow, I mean, 77 pounds and 11 inches in a year, that is mind-blowing to me. It's amazing. I'm very proud of myself. I'm really excited that I've made it this far and I've had these results simply by eating fat and by eating fat. Like, who knew? But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Now, you know, other people who do keto, there's lots of people out there doing keto. There's lots of people on YouTube. There's lots of people on Instagram and Facebook and so on who are doing keto and are keto influencers or what have you. And, you know, they've lost 100 pounds in a year, or 120 pounds in a year, or 100 pounds in 9 months, or what have you. And that's fine. That's fine for them. I didn't really have a trajectory. Did I say that right? I didn't really have a trajectory as far as how quickly I wanted to reach any type of weight goal. My overall goal is to lose 150 pounds and to feel healthier, be able to sleep through the night, and not be miserable all the time. And not hurt all the time. So I didn't really set a goal for me in terms of a time frame, because as I said earlier, that's where I would start to self-sabotage, because those were always unrealistic goals for me. So I decided that it would be a trigger and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to go with it and I'm going to see how this turns out. And so I'm really happy with 77 pounds in 12 months. I'm ecstatic, actually. Wow. I mean, there's still a ways to go. You know, it's pretty much like halfway to my overall goal. But, wow. I mean, if it takes me another year to reach it, it takes me another year. It doesn't really matter to me. It might take me 2 years from now. It doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is right now, how I feel right now. And I gotta tell you, I am sleeping better. My husband actually says, I didn't mention this, but before keto, I was snoring like a bear, apparently. I mean, you don't hear yourself snore, but that's what my husband would tell me, so. Sorry, the battery died. Yeah, I'm new at all this filming stuff. So anyway, as I was saying, I hope you can still see me okay. Am I in the shot? Is the top of my head cut off? Yeah, I'm there. So as I was saying, my husband told me that I was snoring like a bear, and you know, now apparently I don't snore anymore. I think I already said that I can sleep through the night. I have almost absolutely no knee pain. I mean, I can walk around, I can exercise and so on. I can go up and down stairs and there's no knee pain. I fit better in clothes, obviously. So shopping is a little bit more fun. And my mood is so much better. I'm not miserable all the time. I'm certainly not tired. I mean, sure, by the end of the day, I'm ready for bed because I love to sleep. But I'm not feeling like I need to take a nap through the day. I'm not feeling like I'm going to fall asleep on the couch when my kid is watching television with me or eating her lunch or whatever. I feel like I'm living. And it's all because I changed my outlook on what food means to me. I've changed what I eat. So, you know, typical keto basics is low amount of carbs a day, under 20 grams. I track net carbs. So under 20 grams of net carbs a day. Lots of leafy greens, good quality animal-based proteins. When I do vegan meals that I toss in, you know, I make sure that, you know, I'll make up for the protein on another meal or another day or what have you, because I don't do soy. But, you know, good proteins, meat proteins, eggs, cheese, all that good stuff, and I don't feel deprived. Sure, I'm not having real bread or, you know, oranges and carrots and corn and potato chips. Potato chips! There are keto options for potato chips, but, you know, that's a whole other topic. Anyway, I don't feel deprived because, hey, I can eat bacon. I can eat steak. I can eat chicken. I can eat pork. I can eat tacos when it's taco night. I just do it differently. I do it in a salad or a cheese shell. Yeah, you can make a taco shell out of just cheese. And it's freaking delicious. Yeah. You can also do a low-carb wrap, which I make almost on a weekly basis. If you want to see me make that or want the recipe or whatever, let me know in the comments below. It's really easy. It was it's adapted from a vegan recipe from Heavenly Fan. So if you want to see me make those, or if you want the recipe, comment below, and you know, maybe I'll figure out how to film making stuff in the kitchen. But anyway, like I said, I don't feel deprived. Every now and then I want pizza with a regular pizza crust. But you know what? I can make a fathead dough or pizza in a bowl or something wacky like that. There's always a way around the typical foods that used to make me gain weight, feel terrible, feel tired, be miserable, and crave more of those foods constantly throughout the day. So yeah, I'm happy. 77 pounds and 11 inches in 12 months. I feel good. I'm happy. My skin doesn't hurt. My skin doesn't hurt. Who knew? I know. Right now, I know. So yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. So I did forget to mention at the beginning that I'm not a medical doctor or a health professional of any kind, so seek that elsewhere. This is simply just me talking about my journey of giving myself license to keto, my way, living a ketogenic lifestyle for the past 12 months, and also giving myself license to love, which is a whole other topic for another video. But I would like to ask you, you know, are you starting a keto journey or any other type of weight loss journey? What have you tried in the past, and did you self-sabotage and give up like I did so many times before? What are your goals, and are you setting realistic goals for yourself? Because I find that for me, that's been key to everything, is just kind of going with the flow and living in the present as much as possible and not setting forth this futuristic, unrealistic goal to reach. So what are your goals for your weight loss journey? So let me know in the comments below. And, you know, if you like this video, or if I've inspired you or excited you in any way to reach your own health and weight loss goals, or to give yourself license to keto, then subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload, and follow me on Instagram. That link will be down below as well. And, yeah, wow. 77 pounds and 11 inches in 12 months. That's amazing. So I'll leave you with this quote that I came across today, and it is, "Forgiveness is happiness." That's pretty heavy when you think about it. And what does it mean? Forgiveness is happiness. Well, for me, it's about forgiving myself has created the happiness that I am existing in now. I have forgiven myself. I have lifted the burden of guilt of all the weight that I had on my body before, and the mindset of feeling unworthy of reaching a health and weight loss goal, of reaching a goal of feeling better and having a happier life. I've forgiven myself of that. So forgiveness is happiness. I mean, it kind of just says it all right there. So forgive yourself for your past. Forgive yourself for your self-sabotages. Forgive yourself for giving up when you felt like you couldn't go any further. Because it's okay. It's in the past, it's over and done with. And right now is what matters. So with that, I say be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, and give yourself license to keto. See you soon. Bye-bye.